Hey, Christine, I think you're right in the way you did it. It just seems that whenever a page loads, it'll automatically focus students on the assignment. So I think we just have to, if there's a lot of instruction, just let students know that they need to scroll back up to the top to read what the task is, or if there's a video you embed into it to give them instruction, that they need to scroll up to get to it. But the actual Google LTI will place the assignment at the bottom. I kind of played around with ways to get it to go anywhere, but it always defaults to the bottom of the page. Just kind of go through so you can see the steps. I think you did it correctly. I always like to navigate through the assignments page or the modules page, whichever one. So I'll go to day 4, and then I'm going to go to edit this assignment. Okay, sorry, I got someone came in, but so I'm editing, and I tried to play around with the cursor and where you can place it, but no matter where I place the cursor or try to insert the assignment, it always defaults to the bottom. But it looks like you did everything correctly. You went to submission type, you chose external tool. It remembers what you choose, but even if I choose the Google LTI web URL, I still have to go in and choose it here. Um, just make sure you're choosing the Google Assignments LTI 1.3. It should be the only one there. Ask for who you are. You say continue. That's the right one. And then it pulls up this is what you were looking at. I'll go and attach something so I can walk you through what that looks like, because you've been here before, I can tell. I'm just going to choose this one, and there it will always default to each student will get a copy. If you hit that X, that means they won't get a copy and they can just look at it. But as long as you don't hit that X, they will get their own copy. It'll go into the speed grader. Yeah. Okay. Choose a due date. Even if you just always default to the end of the quarter, having a due date in Canvas makes things less messy, because parents might go in and they'll see all these due dates that are past due. If you don't want to worry about it, just make it to the end of the quarter each time. Then create it, and it saves it. And click select there, and then don't forget to save at the bottom. Okay. Then what I was going to show you, no matter what, and I think that's why when they created these templates, they always had the assessment target at the bottom of the page, because no matter what, your assessment is going to default to the bottom. That makes sense why they put it there. But if I go into student view, it's going to load just like yours loaded. It'll kind of look at the top, and then boom, it'll go back down to the bottom. I don't necessarily like that. I wish it would just let them load the page and then scroll to the bottom. But we're going to have to just direct students to, here's what the task is, and then if you scroll up, here's my video, or however you're going to engage students in it. And yeah, let me know if that doesn't answer your question. And I will go ahead and do another ask of Davina to see if there's any way we can change that, because I don't necessarily like that it forces students to straight to the assessment before there's any instruction or practice either. Okay, let me know if this doesn't answer the question.